Welcome. You are now tuned in with Eyesonpodium podcast, and I'm really here with my bros, Coach Chris and Henny.
Well, I'm second.
Man, I spoke to HR, man, and I'm back. You know what I'm saying? Word. The last two episodes, they said I was fired, but I'm back, man. Play my intro music.
You've been paying them off at one side. No. It's not your intro music, okay? And don't you push that button. Let me see your hands, HB. Let me see your hands.
I don't read no comments. I don't care what they say. Time and place, we can talk about it. Last night I was wildin'. Made 2K over 2K. It's a new day and I'm back to problem. Bank account be crowded. By next June, need 5 rooms, soundproof. Watch them doubt it. Hey, they try to talk me out here. I done wasted some greatness just sitting there trying to think about it. I go John Moran and give all of my homies rollies. I'm a hot pig, rolling with me, gon' be low-key. Best believe it's more of us, but today I'm dolly. Grab me by the hand, damn, she don't even know me. Open hit the corner for the 3, nobody noticed them. Catch me out in traffic, keep it curry when I'm closing up. No one should be talking, eyes on podium. No one should be talking, keep your eyes on the podium. Yeah. Shh, no one should be talking, eyes on podium. Yeah, look, open hit the corner for the 3, nobody noticed them. Catch me out in traffic, keep it curry when I'm closing up. No one should be talking.
Dun. It happened. We finally heard back from the jury. They got denied. Big X. Where's the New York media now? They got denied. I mean, we thought something was gonna happen. I hope something was gonna happen, but their protest got denied. So, AKA, they got robbed. But look at the flip side.
There's no flip side.
The Detroit Pistons got robbed for the Knicks. So that was their way of making. That was their way of making it up. So look, they say the protest got denied. I say like you just ain't see it get approved. That's it. But because it happened, they definitely got the Detroit Pistons got cheated. Detroit Pistons got cheated.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Right. The Knicks got cheated against Houston. All right, so we good. Yeah. We even.
It's not even though.
I mean, I didn't expect the NBA to do anything about it. I mean, can we really talk about how many times we've seen them overturn a loss?
Has
it ever been done?
They said it's happened like 7 times in history. The last time it happened when they had fouled Shaq out, but he really had 5 fouls instead of 6 fouls. So they I think they replayed like the last 20 seconds. I don't know, something like that.
But they replayed the last 20 seconds of the game.
Yeah, but they would have to have go into overtime and play overtime. Yeah. That would have been great for the NBA. That would have been great.
I think the last time that happened, they didn't show it, and then players were traded when they reviewed it.
Yeah,
it was it happened a long time ago.
Yeah,
right.
Players were traded. They played it over too.
Yeah,
but I'm saying as of late, it's just been, I feel like, an ongoing thing where we've seen games be lost on missed calls over and over again, and nothing has been done but a tweet from the NBA or a post from the NBA saying that after review, yes, this person was fouled and the call was missed. Right? All they're doing is, I don't know if we could call it taking accountability, but I guess they're trying to say they do understand and they do see it. But what is that really doing for the team that lost? Right? So I feel like the NBA needs to come together and figure out what needs to be done. Like, what needs to be done when things like that happens. Because I mean, but at the same
That's
time,
the worst.
you can't sit there and replay 20 seconds of a game multiple times. But
Right.
what you can do is you could do it right after the game is done, right? You could make it happen the same day. Like if a call is missed, they should have the guy who's in the replay center. Somebody should call in, radio to the refs, so that something could be done on the spot. Right? I feel like if you have referees watching you have to have monitor referees as well. I feel like referees just to monitor that, especially at the end of a game situation.
Refs for the
refs. Yeah. I think so. I think that's what needs to happen, because what you're gonna make players come back a day later or find a day to have a make up 20 seconds of a game?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. That's something that needs to be done immediately.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be
to have the monitor.
Keep going.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say it wouldn't be.
No, I was saying referees need to have the.
I was saying it wouldn't be so bad. It wouldn't be so bad if they replayed the overtime. I wouldn't be mad at that.
But I'm just saying the same day. It needs to be done the same day. Like they need to come back and say, like, we need to redo these last 20 seconds or this last overtime because of blah 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 blah. How are you gonna make pull another game and then sell tickets for an overtime 5 minutes?
That'd be tough.
It's a little insane though.
Fans don't come to that game.
You think so?
Just make it free.
Right.
You just make it free. No, fans will come to the game. I'm saying it's
gonna be mayhem.
Crazy to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy for 5 minutes of a basketball game.
Yeah, that's OD.
That don't make sense.
Imagine being
right, which is why I'm saying that needs to be done on the spot, where you have somebody that could regulate from a monitor, certain referees that can regulate from a monitor, and they can see it and radio in to the refs and let them know this needs to be done because of X, Y, and Z, and it needs to be done on the spot.
Extra ref.
Yeah, after official review, the overtime needs to be replayed because so and so was missed, or this happened at the end of the game and it was not called, so we need to redo this. It just needs to happen, because it's like, what is it really doing? Writing a post saying, oh yeah, we saw the foul, this person so and so was fouled at the end of the game, but we can't do nothing about it. Let's move on to the next game. What's the point? What is it really doing?
Listen,
the acknowledgement doesn't help my record.
Like I said, the Knicks they said their protest got denied. It got approved. It always balances out. Because DiVincenzo 100% dived into Assault Thompson's legs, and they did not call a foul and led to a game-winning layup.
That was a Josh Hart makeup call when Zion hit him in the nose.
Oh, that was insane.
Yeah, no call. He had to show the ref, like, what are you calling?
Wait, you said it was a makeup call?
Yeah.
Making up call from what? From that game?
It wasn't really a makeup call because nothing happened to the Pelicans. So
yeah, I was like, what do you mean by makeup? You mean a no call?
Yeah, I'm dread. I'm getting my games mixed up.
Yeah, that's so funny. I was like, oh, what are you saying?
I was thinking of another no call, and the last no call was Josh Hart. Got hit in the face.
Yeah, that was tough. That
was horrible.
Well, I mean, it's been a lot. It's been basically all year. A bunch of people, a bunch of teams. I mean, a bunch of games. People have been saying like the games have been officiating terribly all season, and the NBA has been favoring the offensive players. They've been allowing them to get away with certain things. They're making defense, like physical defense. They basically turn down the physical defense energy in the NBA. Have they gone too far offensive? You know what I mean? Like, is it too many 70-point games? Is that really a thing? Or just the players are just better? Henny, what you thinking?
I do think everybody's better. I mean, there's when you're practicing, rarely do you practice defense. You know, you get recognized for your offense, and this starts from the five now. Your five has to shoot now if he's coming into the NBA. More and more fives are shooting.
Right.
That's more offense.
Right.
Players are being taller and faster. You have to figure out many more ways to score.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of players do that.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, what was it? Post ups and hook shots?
And it was just the scoring output was coming only from like two places or one place.
Yeah,
now it's coming from all five players. Not all five players are able to shoot the ball now and contribute to offense. So it opens up the floor and allows more scoring. And then when they input the freedom of movement thing, which essentially helps Steph get another chips, because now you can't really hold. I mean, they still hold Steph anyway, but freedom of movement, it was, so you couldn't really grab and hold as people are off ball and running. So yeah, man.
You can't in this league. You can't even breathe on a star player.
Is that hurting the game, Chris? You think that hurts the game, or how do you see it?
Oh, I mean, I definitely think it hurts the game. I mean, I think it was Nicholas Batum. He had posted he's like 70 is like the new 50 now. You know, I mean, obviously the game has evolved, but it has evolved to the point where me and Henny, I think we're having a conversation. He said it earlier. The post game is kind of taken away. Really, you don't really see the post game anymore. Everybody has to shoot. The 3-point output is probably at an all-time high.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. We've never seen players chuck up and jack up as many threes as we've seen in today's game. I also saw an interesting stat too. I think from when LeBron was drafted, I think team averages were around like 93.5 a game. Team averages for games. Now that average is up to 115 a game.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like,
can I say a point too?
Go ahead.
The season 21-2022, what they attempted the most threes was 86,000, and that was the highest amount of threes. And I'm quickly looking through it to see the 18th most threes was, this is 1996-1997, where they attempted 1996. Oh, I lost it. Jesus Christ. Oh, here, no, lost it. Yeah, but yeah, here it is. I caught it. Sorry. 39,000.
Oh my goodness.
So 39 from 39 to where?
86.
Yeah, this is the. I just put it in order. What was the most attempted threes? I put it in order. And 1996 was that's the 18th. Since that's 45 years they've been counting threes. Okay. And the lowest obviously is 80, 81. That's the first time they counted threes. And they only did 3,000 in the 81 season.
And you said 1996. 1996
is the first 90s era to like be in the top.
And
top 20.
39,000 you said?
39,000. Yeah.
And now we're at 86,000.
That's the 22 season. But today's season we have attempted. The season's not even over. 60,000.
60?
60. Yeah. We're at 60.
But it's just the shot profile is different though.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like it's the criticism that this generation is getting is that it's soft. They shoot too many threes. But that it's more skill based because 3 is more than 2. And why would I take like if Boston Celtics win a championship this year, it's gonna change the NBA again. In the sense of now people are gonna have to start shooting. People are gonna want to start shooting 45 threes.
I mean, Curry era started that.
Yeah, for sure. Curry era started it, but I'm saying it's gonna
Everybody wanted to shoot threes.
because three is worth more than twos. It makes sense. It makes sense. Why go take a tough two when I take one step back and get and hit a three and it's one extra point.
And a lot of players can do that shot. A lot of players. I think it's the skill that it is today. A lot of players are very, very skilled. From 1 through 5, everyone can put points on the board.
Yeah, I mean, it's a combination of both, though. It's a combination of being skilled, and it's a combination of the lack of being able to be physical. I also saw another interesting stat. I don't have the exact numbers, but James Harden has taken almost the same amount of field goals as he has free throws.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
That is insane.
With the
field goal attempts is more.
Yeah, can't be stepping on each other.
In his career. It's
that's crazy.
Wait. Say what you're saying again, Chris.
James Harden has the same amount of field goals
as he does free throws.
Almost the same. Like it's like neck and neck. Like it's not the field goals is more, but he has almost the same amount of field goals.
As he does
free throws as he does field goals.
Yeah,
that's the type of era we in where you can get to the free throw line at will almost.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna put your hand out there, see that's the thing about the players getting better and smarter, right? If you put your hand out there and I'm swinging across to try to make I'm gathering or something. You put your hand there and I gather. I mean, that's a foul, right? Because you are impeding my shooting form, right? Like you're hitting my hand. You shouldn't be hitting my hand as I'm going up to shoot a layup or shoot a shot. So I just feel like the players are just smarter now. They're more efficient, and they're taking more threes. So with that being said, there's taking more threes, there's more possessions in the game, more chances for more points. And that's what the NBA wants. They want a fast-paced game.
Yeah. That's also why they changed. Remember now, too, after a miss, the shot clock doesn't reset to 24. It resets to 15. 14, which means that you need to try to score faster.
Right. I remember when they put that rule in, and it does speed up the second possession. It does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
you got to get into it.
Yeah, and you don't get to just hold the ball. That's boring. Nobody wants to see you hold the ball. Nobody wants to see you chew the clock. Like in NFL, that's boring. Chewing the clock is boring. Yeah, you want to win the game. Winning the game is fun, but watching it casually, seeing a team chew the clock in the NFL is boring. Seeing a team hold the ball for 24 seconds is boring. So I love that rule. What's the new rule that's going to help defense, right? You hear about the 3-second rule in the paint being changed. What do you think about that, Henny? Like if they change the 3-second rule to 4 seconds or 5 seconds?
So, that's even a better idea. But basically, that was what I was going to get into. The NBA's competition committee has officially begun reviewing whether the game has become too much of an advantage for the offense, whether they need to make changes and implement to achieve a better balance. Kenny Beecham, sorry if I butchered your name, he said goodbye to the defensive three. But what you just said, I like even better. Maybe make the defensive three instead of the 3. Maybe make it defensive 5 or 6 or 7.
6 or 7 is crazy.
I don't think. I mean, I just don't think that. I don't think that somebody should be standing in the paint for that long, But I do think that changing that might help. Definitely improve the defense. Because you can play up on players. You can't really play up on players now.
You can,
especially when you can't even touch them.
I think the unintended consequences of adding that time is people taking more threes and not driving to the hole, right? Because there's going to be a crowd in the paint now, because now 2 people could stand in the paint or Gobert could stand Wemby could stand in the paint for 5 seconds instead of 3.
But that also helps me play up more, because if I know that my man is going to be in there longer, like timing is going to be off, because great offensive players watch when the players go in and out, so they know when they can make their move. Now that the time is different, it messes with the shot clock. So now the shot clock becomes even smaller, and then now you got to think of when they get an offensive rebound. Now that the player is standing there for 5 seconds, that 14 seconds is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 seconds. You see?
Right,
So,
and then he steps back out. He'll step back out and step right back in, and that's another 5 seconds he's just sitting there. So a player like Wemby could dominate in that era when it's 5 seconds in the paint. A player like Mitchell Robinson could dominate. A player like Gobert would dominate. Like centers will be valued again in the NBA in that case.
So guys,
unless you guard in a stretch.
So I have the numbers. So I was wrong. James Harden has more free throws than field goals in his career.
Oh, that's tough.
That's really, really tough.
He's at 7,000
made field goals?
Yeah, made.
Oh, wow.
That's tough.
Yeah, he has 7,585 free throws. He has 7,548 field goals.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's a crazy stat.
That's an insane stat.
That is insane.
That's an insane stat. People hated to watch him play because of all the free throws he was shooting. I remember he got 30 off of 27 free throws or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, them years he was averaging 30 and 36 and
foul baiting.
Yeah, he was getting at least 18 to 20 free throws a game.
Foul baiting. I mean,
I love that Rockets team.
It's funny too because Joel plays like that to me. To me, Joel plays like,
oh man,
he reminds me of James Harden, like just the foul bait. The foul baiting is Jalen Brunson has some foul baiting in him too. That's annoying when it's not working. But I mean,
as Bell said, maybe they should just give them a grace period. I'm guessing for standing in the paint.
Yeah, they do 3 seconds. It should be. Well, that's what we was talking about.
You said up into 5.
5 seconds, maybe. Yeah.
I think up into 5, or up into 5, or I think 7.
7 is insane, bro. At 7, you have illegal defenses. 7 is insane. 7 is insane.
You gotta do something.
I would have 2 bigs. I'll have 2 bigs and be like, yo, you do 5, slide over. I'll do 5.
Yeah.
I do 7. You do 7.
You do 7.
Exactly. Like that's insane. 7 is too crazy. I think even 5 is too crazy. 4 maybe. 4 maybe.
But if you do it on one side of the ball, you're gonna have to do it on the other side of the ball. So offensively, you could stand there for 7 seconds as well.
There's no offensive. Oh yeah.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Offensive 3. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta do it on the other side of the ball too. Well, I mean, a player like Jalen Brunson will be eating. Extra second, extra pivot, extra pivot. But yeah, I think that would be a cool rule to change. Probably get it to 1 second.
Something got to be tweaked with that rule.
Yeah, 1 second. 1 second is cool. I'm not really mad.
And the hand check it as well.
You wanted to add back, or you take it away?
Take it back. Bring it back.
I mean, they essentially be doing that anyway.
I guess
they essentially be doing that anyway. They be holding.
50 just been looking too easy. Like who's really getting in front of? Who's really being able to stay in front of defenders and lock them down without these rules?
OG Anunoby, Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday complained about it too. I saw him tweet. He's like, the physicality of defense is just being taken away. He said it too.
Yeah, he did say that, but he would say that. He would say that. Real quick. I don't want to jump there.
He just took it on.
Yeah, I don't want to jump there. What does MVP really mean? It's best. Is it best player on the best team? Is it the most valuable player on the team that if he's off that team, they go from being a contender to a lottery pick? Is it doing something incredible in the season that's never ever been done? Is it all three of those things? You know what I mean? What's the situation? Like, we never know. It's like, it feels like whoever has the narrative going. There was a year that Jokic won, that Embiid should have probably won. And then Jokic actually ended up winning the following year because he actually really deserved it. He went crazy. And then the following year, Jokic actually really deserved it, and they gave it to Embiid because who gives 3 back-to-back MVPs to somebody if you're not Larry Bird? So, they try to keep certain things historic. So yeah, man, when we was having a conversation offline about it, about this topic, and I feel like Jason Tatum, he's that guy. I think he's possibly the next face of the NBA, and I think he's the NBA Patrick Mahomes, who just needs to win a couple of championships. That he really will be Patrick Mahomes. So all the people that's about to comment be like, "Oh, wait, he didn't win championships. Then how's he Patrick Mahomes? Patrick Mahomes won championships." I mean, he keeps getting to the conference finals every year since he's been here. He gets there, he got to the finals. He ain't lose before, right? And he's here. He's literally here. Every time he steps on the court, he's probably the best player. And when he's having a bad shooting night and his team is up 10, good night. Good night. So that's my pick for MVP. That's how I feel like, best player, best team. Best player on the best team should be MVP. I think it should at least be a top 3 seed or top 2 seed situation. But Boston is head and shoulders above everybody. I don't see how you don't give it to him. I know there's some other people out there for considerations like Shea, like Ant-Man, Jalen Brunson to some people, Donovan Mitchell to others. But how do y'all see this? How do you see this, Chris? What's going on from your perspective?
I mean, I agree. I mean, and it bothers me that he's not even in like the top 3, like contention.
Yeah, he's
for
5th.
MVP. Yeah, right. So I just think that's a little alarming. It's like, I feel like the NBA really needs to come out with a criteria, because it's like very wishy-washy. Like, it's like sometimes this is the criteria, sometimes this is the criteria. It's like, what is it really, right? We're looking at a team, like you said, it's head and shoulders above everyone right now, right? He is the clear-cut best player on that team, without a doubt. So why isn't he at the top of the race for MVP, So, I understand Joker is having an unbelievable season, as he always is. I mean, he plays really well, but the top dog in the NBA is the Boston Celtics. So it's like, how is he not? Because the way they're just dominating on both sides of the floor, offensively and defensively, he has a lot to do with both.
Yeah.
Right? He plays on both sides of the ball. It's not like he only plays one side. He helps on both sides. He rebounds. He's their best scorer. So, I mean,
facilitator too.
To me, I just don't see how he's not one, if not 2, as, because even when I look, I think Shea is 3.
Nah,
Luka's 4.
Tatum is 3.
No, Tatum is 5. That is Luka's 4. Giannis, Shea, Jokic. That's it. That's the from 5 to 1.
Right. So so it's like Shea is up there because OKC is playing well this year. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing though, right? Okay, they added Chet, and now they're a lot better.
I mean, they added Chet and they went from 10th to tied for 1.
Right. Not saying Shea's not having an unbelievable season because he's 2 in the West. Right.
Yeah.
It's not like he's not up there. But for the same consideration he's getting, why isn't Tatum getting that same consideration? Like, where's?
They said because he went to the finals and lost. Tatum feels like he's been here forever, and he really hasn't.
Right, and I think he's getting penalized for having so much early success in his career
and not winning the big one.
Yeah, but Jason Tatum's still what, 26?
25.
25 years old?
Who else is 25?
25 years old.
Luka just turned 25. I mean, you got Luka, you got Tatum.
Hasn't been to the finals.
He hasn't been to the finals, but Luka gets a lot of love. He gets a lot of love.
I think it should be just the best player. I don't think Tatum is the best player. He's not even top 5 in scoring. He's not top 5 in rebounds. He's not top 5 in assists. And even without him, that team will still make the playoffs. Without Giannis, that team does not make the playoffs. Without Joker, that team does not make the playoffs. Without Shea, that team does not make the playoffs. So I feel like his success, it doesn't. The team doesn't need it more so like the others. So that's why they're more considered the most valuable player. Where Tatum is not he's not the most valuable player on his own team. Well, he is, but you get what I'm saying. He is the most valuable player, but
no, you good.
But we've seen it before, though. We've seen players.
That
weren't top 5 in scoring. Maybe I have to double check, but
I don't think that's
in the league. Who weren't the best player in the league? I don't think that I could be wrong. I don't think Derrick Rose was top 5 scorer in the league when he won MVP.
I don't know. You can look that up. You can look that up.
I doubt it.
And that's probably one time where that was a team success because they were the 1 seed in the Miami Heat era. Oh, what is this team? We got to give it to somebody. Let's just give it.
They won 62 games, bro.
Yeah, they were the 1 seed.
Yeah, but 60 games is a lot, especially when your team was trash.
Whose team? Derrick Rose's team wasn't trash.
Was.
Yeah, they probably was number 1 in defense.
Yeah, they were the best defensive team. For sure.
Yeah,
I know that. The Bulls were the best defensive team.
I'm saying the year before. What did they do the year before?
You don't think Boston's going to win 62 games this year?
Me or him?
Oh, both of you.
Probably. They have a good team. Probably.
Well, Henny just feels like that is like his success is predicated on his team, not really him. Like their success is predicated on the team, them having Porzingis, them having basically a whole starting lineup.
You can't penalize him for being a team built around him.
Yeah, but it's like, right. So at the same time, it's like, does LeBron deserve those MVPs when he was in Miami?
Yeah.
Okay, well then.
So
Jason Tatum deserves.
Jason deserves
MVPs.
LeBron was top 5 in scoring. On Miami.
Yeah, I'm sure he was. But I'm trying to find his dick.
Jason Tatum is not.
Well, what's Jason Tatum?
I didn't open the whole list, but it's only 5 here. I only looked at the 5. But I have to look it up.
You gotta look this up when you're dealing with. Ladies and gentlemen, when Henny start talking stats, you gotta look it up. You can't just take it at face value. You cannot.
He's not top 5.
You cannot take it at.
MV6, the narrative change.
Yeah, I hear this. Nah, Jalen Brunson's actually 6.
That's nice. But
Derrick Rose was 7 when he won MVP.
Okay, but look, Jason Tatum is averaging 27 points, right? Devin Booker is averaging 27.5. Curry, 27.5. Brunson, 27.7. Durant, 28. Dennis, 28.2. Donovan Mitchell, 30.7. 30. Giannis, 31.2. Shea, and then Luka's averaging 34.5 points.
Funny enough, you say that. Ask me what the leading scorer was averaging in 2010, 2011.
2010, 2011.
Uh huh.
26.
Wait. 2010, 2011. Who was the MVP that year? Was it Derrick Rose? Derrick Rose.
I think 22. He averaged 22.
Hell no. Hell no.
22, 23.
Who was number one? You saying?
No, I'm not asking who's number one. I'm saying what was the highest.
Oh, 28. 28.
27.7.
LeBron.
No, KD.
LeBron had 27 flat. Oh, 26.
LeBron
27.
26.7.
26.7.
Carmelo was behind him, and D Wade was behind him.
Yeah, but how many? But look, LeBron don't take threes. He probably took like 3 threes a game or 4 threes a game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's Miami LeBron. Miami LeBron was a little different.
Yeah, he. Don't even get me started. Right, Chris?
Excuse me?
I said, don't get me started, right, Chris?
Oh my
Who won the
god.
chip that year?
Dallas.
Not Dwayne Wade.
Dallas.
No, Dallas won the chip. You want to talk about why?
Look how he looked. It's like he looked around.
They doubled the best player.
They played zone on the best player. They had Jason Terry guarding LeBron. What are we talking about here?
No, it was Deshaun Stevenson.
And
Deshaun Stevenson.
and JJ Barrere. And JJ Barrere.
He was a thug.
Don't do that.
He was a thug.
Don't do that. Oh my god.
All I'm saying, those players are more valuable than Tatum is. And I'm not taking anything away from his team. I'm just saying, just understand why those guys are higher than him. They're just flat out better players.
No. See, now you just reaching at this point. Flat out better players, and absolutely not. I'm Jason Tatum. I don't know. Luka is tough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're taking.
I'll give you Shea.
You'll take.
I can't see Shea. I can't see Tatum taking that team to a 2 seed, 1 seed.
So you don't think?
What seed is Luka right now?
Like 8th, 6.
6.
I just said Thunder. I'm not talking about Dallas. Luka's not better. I mean, Tatum is not better than Luka.
Luka's 8th.
Tatum is not better than Luka.
I'll take Tatum over Luka. I'll take Jason Tatum over Luka because what Jason Tatum do on defense, Luka can only dream about.
That's fine.
So the production that Luka is given, right? So this is my problem. He is second in consideration for MVP, and you are the 8th seed in the Western Conference? How does that make sense? Because you averaging 34?
34 and a half.
So because you average 34 and a half, you the 8th seed, you the most valuable player?
I don't know, bro.
No,
Like,
I think it's just you can't do it without him.
How does that make sense?
You cannot do it without him.
I'm not saying Luka isn't spectacular. It's not what I'm saying.
So
My point is, why is he second in MVP and you the 8th seed?
Because he's spectacular.
You're in the play-in.
No, so,
you're in the play-in.
You gotta play 2. You might. He gotta play.
The season's not over.
Yeah, but he shouldn't be that high.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's like saying the MVP voting is over now. It's not. It's going on based off what you're doing right now. He's an 8th seed.
What's their record?
34 and 12.
No,
They need
hell
to
no.
chill
Hell no.
34 and 20. Sorry, 34 and 25. 34 and 25.
So they 9 games over 500.
West is tough right now.
35 and 24. The Knicks that's the Knicks right now. They will be 4th in the East. The Mavs will be
Anthony,
the Mavs will be.
We can even talk about Anthony Edwards. They're number 1 in the West. Why is somebody in the AFC getting consideration over someone who is the number 1 seed?
I mean, what?
Luka is.
Here we go.
Luka
That don't make
top
sense.
5 in scoring, top 5 in assists. Let me check rebounding. That'd be crazy. No, he's not in rebounding. No, but he's top 20.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Bro, Luka's getting too much light right now, bro.
Yeah, that does not make any sense.
No,
to me.
he's not winning enough.
When do we glorify? Now that we have the plan, how are we glorifying players being in the plan?
I mean, if you Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, or LeBron James, because they carrying the plan right now. If it was the Timberwolves, OKC, and Memphis in the plan, nobody would care.
Nobody won't care. Exactly.
Nobody would care. It's just working out perfect for the NBA. You literally got the 3 faces of the last decade
in the plan.
Right.
Well,
That's crazy.
Phoenix is out. They're in 6 now.
I think they out for now.
But you got Luka, Steph, and LeBron.
I think Anthony Edwards should definitely be in the MVP talk. I totally agree. Averaging 26, 5 and 5, have the number 1 team in the West. It's tough.
Yeah, he should get some consideration as well.
It's tough. It's just that his counting numbers is not as high. You know what I mean? And there's times that he just don't bring it. But he's number 1.
We've seen it before. I just told you, Derrick Rose was 7th scorer in the
when he won the MVP.
NBA. Yeah, Tatum is 6. Tatum is 6 right now, right?
No, Tatum is 9th.
No.
Jalen Brunson is 6th.
Tatum is 9th.
You know those got to revert. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know it's got to revert.
Luka averages 8 points in the 4th.
Bro, Luka's tough, but
bro, nobody's saying
we're not saying Luka's not tough.
Luka's not good.
Yeah, it's not the same conversation.
That's not my point.
But that's an MVP. An MVP is not a team success thing.
But it's not the best player award, right? It's not the best player. If that was the case, then we not talking about Luka. We talking about Jokic.
Right. Because how valuable are you? How valuable are you if you in the plan?
Very, because they would have been in a lot. They would have been in the G League without him.
No, they wouldn't. With Kyrie?
Yeah, he don't play.
He's been playing. Don't play him like that. He's been playing.
Yeah, you're right.
Acknowledge that he been playing. Come on, man.
I mean, I think Kyrie missed. I think Kyrie's gonna finish with less than 65 games.
All I'm saying
yeah, he's played 35 games.
Without Tatum, they'll probably be one. They'll be out the play-in.
The man missed 20 games.
They'll definitely be 1 through 6.
Yo, you look at the top 5 scorers in the NBA right now. All of them are in the top 6 except for Luka.
What do you mean top 6 or what?
In the conference.
Eden, probably.
The conference. Shea is number 2. What is Giannis? Giannis is number 3. Donovan Mitchell, where's the Cavs at? They're number 2. 2.
Yeah.
And Kevin Durant is number 6. Even if you go lower, Brunson is number 4.
6.
Are they down to 6?
6?
Well, fourth seed, yeah.
Oh, I was about to say.
You didn't correct me.
Yo, call me a hater, but I don't believe in
the Dallas Mavericks. I'm just kidding. That was just too perfect.
Oh my gosh. Who you don't believe in, Chris? I do not believe in the Pelicans. I don't believe in the
I
Pelicans.
believe in themselves.
And I think the Timberwolves is the first round out. So call me a hater, but I do not believe in the Minnesota Timberwolves. I think they're a first round exit. They run into their first round exit. Anybody on that bottom, if they run into the Mavs in a 7-game series, I got the Mavs. If they run into Golden State in a 7-game series, I got Golden State. If they run into the Lakers, God Almighty, I got the Lakers. If they run into
Who else is down there?
if they run into the Suns, they can beat the Suns. Cause call me a hater.
Go head to head.
Call me a hater, cause I don't believe in them either. Call me a hater. I don't care.
I mean, so for me, I agree with all your points too as well. But I don't believe in this team for other reasons, and it's not because I feel like they're not good. I just think they're just still really young. I think OKC is just really young still. I think they're gonna make it out of the first round, but I feel like the second round is where they stop. I just feel like the experience is gonna hinder them a little bit this year, but it's a learning process, right? I don't expect them to win a championship this year, but I do expect them to win a championship within the next 3 to 4 years.
I expect them to get out the first round, but again, I think that 1 and 2 seed is going to go to the 7 and 8 matchup. It's going to be one of those years.
Scary.
It's going to be real
hard.
scary. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be hard. Like being a 1 and 2 seed is not going to be easy this year.
It's not. Not in the West. The West is tough.
In the West, at least. Yeah, not in the West, at least. But because you're looking at either facing Steph Curry, LeBron, potentially Phoenix, potentially Sacramento.
Yeah.
Sacramento's in the play-in as well.
Yeah, Sacramento's gonna be a good playoff team this year. They felt the fire last year. They're gonna be able to. I feel like they're gonna be able to. You know what I mean, to really compete. I trust them before I trust OKC or the Timberwolves, and it's really because they haven't been here yet. It's not that's really what it is for me. Like the last time I seen the Timberwolves in the playoffs, they were a bunch of low IQ players doing low IQ things. And I mean OKC was a 10th seed last season. Right? They were in the play-in last season, 10th. They just made the play-in. And now they're tied for 1 or 2nd. So right. I mean, that's a hell of a jump. Can you do that? Can you continue that play in the playoffs? Can y'all handle physicality in the playoffs?
Yeah, it's a different animal.
It's a different animal.
I love the leadership they have with though. They have like Mike Conley over there.
Timberwolves.
I feel like he's a difference maker. Like he understands the game. He's been in the trenches in the playoffs.
They extended him. That's what they extended him.
I feel like he's a huge piece, a huge veteran piece that can help those younger guys reach that next level. You know, granted, yes, he's never won a championship, but Mike Conley has had his fair shares of deep playoff runs, Western Conference Finals. You know, so I just feel like his veteran presence and his experience, I feel like could help elevate the Timberwolves a little further.
I think that's what Sam Presti. I think that's what Sam Presti was thinking the same thing when he went and got Gordon Hayward. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been in the trenches.
I mean, he's never won a championship, but he used to be an all-star. He's a bench player. Yeah. He's been a starting role player. He's been on big teams with like expectations. He's been on a losing.
What it takes.
He's been on a losing team, right? And he still could give you 20 to 25 minutes of productivity, especially in the playoffs. And he's playmaker.
They got him for his mind.
Yeah, I'm sure he's a good I mean, he's a vet. Henny?
Call me a hater, but I don't believe in the Celtics.
Wow.
They have not answered the crunch time questions I had about them. That their best player, the MVP that you guys want to call him, he doesn't get to touch the ball. They didn't answer that question. Drew Holiday is still your point guard, right? There's a reason why. The Bucks got rid of him. You feel me? So I just don't believe Giannis is a way better player than Tatum. If they think they can't do it with Drew Holiday and Tatum can, I guess whatever. But I just don't believe in him. I think what's his name? Joe Mazzulla.
Yep, that is his name.
Yeah, that was a tongue twister when I was thinking of it. I can see him getting outcoached. Especially in the playoffs, where it's a chess match.
Mm-hmm.
And Tatum last year, he did not touch the ball in the fourth quarter. A lot of times, there was one game where Grant Williams had more points than him in the fourth.
But that was by design. They kept leaving Grant Williams doubling off from him.
Yeah, I know, and that's a coaching thing.
Yeah, but they paid for that because they won that game because he kept shooting all them threes. He actually was making them. And now that person, Grant Williams, is now Kristaps Porzingis. He's now actually no, not Kristaps Porzingis. He's Al Horford, who was their starting center, who's now Grant Williams playing Grant Williams' role right now. Which
and that's why I said that's fine. They got Porzingis. That's fine, but that wasn't their problem. The problem was the on court coach. They don't have that.
I don't think there's nothing you can do against the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics.
You can outcoach them. They're talented, but you can outcoach them. You can definitely outcoach them.
Want to hear something?
The playoffs is the perfect place to do it.
Want to hear something so beautiful about these discussions we're having? Guess who's playing each other on Friday?
Who that?
Luka versus Jason Tatum on ESPN.
Oh,
that's gonna be a topic for Sunday.
It's gonna be a goodie. It's gonna be a goodie.
So we're gonna have to definitely tune into that.
We're gonna definitely have to tune into that. It's gonna be a goodie.
So let me DM Tatum now so we can be like, yo, you gotta make Henny a believer.
Cause he don't believe.
They're gonna win. They're gonna win.
He don't believe.
Who's gonna win?
Boston winning. Boston. They're a better team. Or who's gonna have a better performance?
They could be out coached.
Luka is gonna.
Here he goes again with a loss, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not Jason Kidd.
With a loss, because we know you like to praise losing.
Ooh, who doesn't get invited to the Team USA invite? Who doesn't get the invite? The locks. The locks. Let me give you guys the
locks.
Yeah.
I think I can say
according to Shams,
Steph, KD, LeBron. I think Embiid is a lock.
Why didn't you say LeBron first?
AD is a lock. So I don't like him.
I'm trying to find my article.
I said KD already.
Yeah.
AD, KD.
Not AD. AD wasn't amongst that.
KD is a lock. I said AD, but KD is probably a lock. I know KD is a lock.
Here we go.
They're gonna try to go for the young dudes.
Here you go.
And Edwards. I think they're gonna be locks.
Here you go, right here. LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Joel Embiid, and Jason Tatum are among the players considered to be locks to make the roster, barring injury. Joel Embiid is probably not gonna be there because he just had surgery. So then you have. They also said.
They said he could come back though. They said
they said by the end of March he'll probably come back. But listen, he's not gonna. If he's gonna,
but he shouldn't be playing.
He shouldn't be playing this summer. So listen, team officials, according to Shams, team officials have valued Drew Holiday, two-way ability, point of attack defense, and dynamic playmaking. He was considered the second most important player behind Kevin Durant.
I still see that.
Don't I like just go them?
And that's especially because you got to remember that play allows that physicality that the NBA does not.
Yeah.
So having
literally
a player
fight.
having a player like Drew Holiday is essential.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So who's? Oh, they also said, barring injury, Phoenix star Devin Booker, Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Halliburton, Anthony Davis, and Bam Adebayo are also being given strong consideration. So who doesn't make the team, man? Everybody can't make it. Everybody can't make it. Who?
Yeah, Draymond.
Fox.
Boy, Draymond is not even invited. He didn't even make the preliminary list. Can't even talk.
Yeah,
Take
De'Aaron
it. Get it out, Junior. Yeah, De'Aaron Fox. Yeah, he's not. He's out of here.
He hasn't even been talked about this season. Oh my goodness.
That's they the 7th seed, right?
I don't know if Dame.
Yeah, I think Dame is 17.
Dame is not. Dame is literally having. He missed his family right now. I don't see him going to Paris.
Only reason I don't think they need Dame is because you have Steph, and I think they'll take Tyrese because Tyrese is that facilitating point guard they'll probably want as well. To have a point guard that can play that role. So I see them going with
Yeah,
Tyrese
and they probably want to play fast too. Tyrese does.
Yeah. So y'all don't think Jalen Brunson gonna get the invite?
I think he'll get invited, but I don't think he'll make the team.
Don't think he'll make the team.
Yeah, I think so. He just fits the Knicks. I don't think he fits that style. I'm not saying he can't. Anything could happen, but the way they want to play, I haven't seen him play like that. He's a post-up guard. So
Okay, so you're doubting Jalen Brunson. Go ahead, Chris.
No, I mean
I'm not talking. I said that about Henny. Go ahead, your turn.
I don't think he's not going to make it because of his abilities. I think he'll cook. I just think it's because who's in front of him. I mean, I just think it's because of Steph Curry.
Yeah, Steph. So it's probably going to be between Tyrese and him.
Tyrese being that traditional kind of facilitating point guard. I think that's why he will get the nod. Because you just want someone,
and that's because of his abilities.
Yeah, so I just think Tyrese gets a nod because of that. I don't think it's because he's better than Jalen Brunson.
Not abilities, but style of play.
Yeah, style of play. Yeah, I think it's because of style of play.
No, it's a little different.
You change the word, it means the same thing.
No, it don't.
You change the words, it means.
No, it really doesn't.
No problem. Google will help us.
Style of play and ability is not the same.
It's not the same. You can have the ability to play a different style of play and not play that style.
Take your time.
You could also have the ability to shoot threes, but you can't have the same play style as Steph Curry.
Dun-dun-dun. like you know what I mean? Like you got the ability to shoot, dribble, pass, but not be LeBron. Style of play, you know what I'm saying? That makes sense to you?
I'm watching TV.
That's what you're doing?
You love deflected, so.
This guy. Man, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Jalen get the invite. I'd be hurt. I need my mans out there.
The bigs are loaded.
I need him out there so he can court Devin Booker to the New York Knicks. Because this is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen.
My God.
Another show, another day of me telling you guys that that Devin Booker is coming to the Knicks. I'm trying to tell y'all. Bradley Beal. Listen, guys.
Let that happen, and this man's computer will erupt.
I'm trying to tell y'all. They're going to go get Devin Booker. They're going to go get him. Who's going to get traded for him? Don't know. But I know we're not going to pay 4 centers. That's what I do know.
Bye-bye, Mitch.
I ain't saying it's Mitch. I ain't saying it's the block nest monster.
No problem. I am.
I ain't saying it's the he's still top 3 in offensive rebounds. He hasn't played since December, which is insane.
Nice. Hardenstein is all the metrics say Hardenstein is better, except for offensive rebounding.
That's a lot. Except for offensive rebounding is a lot.
Nice. I'm good.
Mitch Robinson and OG Anunoby. You see how they just throw you away when you get hurt? That's all it is. They just throw you away when you get hurt. That's crazy.
He can't hit a floater, man.
Who
I
cares?
like with a little pizzazz.
Who
With a
cares?
little finesse. With a little, just like that, with a little finesse.
He
Little passing ability.
gonna take one dribble, or not even a dribble. He's just gonna get up and just dunk like he's Shaq. I'm like, when did Mitchell Robinson become Shaq?
Yeah, when there's like 4 seconds left in the clock and they gotta just drop it to him.
Nah.
That's how he gets his points, bro.
Nah. Jalen Brunson was gonna feed him.
Hardenstein initiates the offense.
Whatever. I know Precious Achua is not gonna be getting. I mean, they're not paying 4 centers. Mitch, Hartenstein, Precious Achua, Sims, they're not paying 4 centers.
Oh, absolutely not.
They're not paying 4 centers.
Why would they do that?
Right.
Why would they do that?
Right. Dun. Like, comment, subscribe.
Please.
Eyes on Podium. We out of here.
Yeah. I don't read no comments. I don't care what they say. Time and place, we can talk about it. Last night I was wildin'. Made 2K over 2K. It's a new day and I'm back to problem. Bank account be crowded. By next June, need 5 rooms, soundproof. Watch them doubt it. Hey, they try to talk me out here. I done wasted some greatness just sitting there trying to think about it. I go John Moran and give all of my homies rollies. I'm a hot pick, rolling with me, gon' be low key. Best believe it's more of us, but today I'm dolly. Grab me by the hand, damn, she don't even know me. Open hit the corner for